Hi and welcome to my channel. In this video I'll show you how to replace your front disc rotors on W220 Mercedes Benz. It's really not a difficult job. In terms of tools, you need the rotors, of course. I've had very good experience using Zimmerman's Z-coated slotted rotors. They come coated with some chemicals that prevent the rotors from rusting. They're very nice. $75 a piece from reputable online shops such as Auto House AZ and FCP Euro and others. As of March of 2021, they're $75 a piece, and you need two disc the rotor locking bolts, $1 a piece. They come pre-applied with blue Loctite. And of course, unless you have a rotor that's very bad and you want to replace it right away, it's best to wait and pair this job with brake pads replacement. It's best to replace your brake pads at the same time so they're bedded in, and you don't want to use old pads on a new rotor unless you have to. And also it's best that you replace the rotors in pairs. So if you're gonna do the front, do both of them. If you're gonna do the back, do both of them at the same time. How frequently? Probably every 3 to 4 or even 5 brake pad replacements, but it all depends on the type of brake pads you use and braking conditions and all kinds of variances that affect the life of the rotors. There are two 18mm bolts that hold the caliper to the wheel, and you can use a wrench. I'm using a power tool. There are two cables there that are clipped. You want to unclip those two sensor cables right behind the wheel before you move the caliper. And another critical reminder is, which I'm not showing here, open up the brake fluid reservoir cap right before you press the pistons, the caliper pistons, and then close the cap, put the cap back on. If you don't do that, you risk, as you press the pistons in, you risk damaging your ABS system. To avoid that, make sure you do that. Same when you mount the caliper towards the end. If you have to press the pistons again, which most likely you would have to, especially if you're using newer pads that are thicker, do the same thing. I'm not showing you how to mount the caliper because it's just the reverse of unmounting it, but keep that in mind, please. And after you've unclipped the cables and removed the caliper, hang it to the side. That little tool you see, the hanger, I've purchased from Amazon, very cheap. You can use a coat hanger or any other implement. This is the locking bolt, T30 Torx bit or socket, and I'm giving the torque values for this and the caliper bolts in the video. Once you open this, then really the rest is very simple. It's just the reverse of what you do to uninstall the rotor. Do follow manufacturer instructions as closely as you can, how to bed in the new rotor. You don't want to brake suddenly, especially at highest speeds for the first couple hundred miles. After you replace the rotors and lower the car to test, it's best to bed in. You need to probably find flatter roads at less congested times, so you don't have to brake when not necessary or not planned. You want to gradually brake, and there's a specific procedure for the first couple hundred miles that you have to follow. Make sure you do that also to not invalidate the warranty. And so I've removed the dust cap on the wheel hub. You don't have to do that. I've done that because I had to replace the bearings and races. I have a video for that too. Also, by the way, if you don't know how to, or you haven't replaced your brake pads yet, I have a video that shows how to do that for both front and back. And once you hand tighten this little bolt, then you can rotate the disc to put it in the 6 o'clock position so that it carries the weight of the rotor better, and then torque this, and you're pretty much done. So I hope you find this video of use, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.